y'all got mad because I said I have no sympathy for her.
You just said people have to watch how they speak. That means you need to watch how you speak too.
Look how you
Somebody just
talking
passed
about
away
us,
and
bro.
we
Watch
know
your
her in the
mouth.
room.
That's
Like,
what I
trying to make
said.
people sound like they delusional or don't know what the fuck they talking about. You
I
clearly
said I
just
had
came on
no
the stage and said,
sympathy.
fuck her.
And we
You
don't
don't
know
give a
what
fuck
your
about
Yeah,
her
interaction
fuck
was,
her.
feelings.
I
bro.
ain't got no
She was on
sympathy for her.
Clubhouse. We don't know what you did with her.
Y'all ain't
We don't
never
know what your
even met
interaction
this
was.
bitch.
Fuck you
We
How
don't
many of
have to
y'all
meet
met her?
her. We know her
How many of y'all
already.
met her?
Some of us had
That's
personal
why that ain't none of
relationships.
y'all met this bitch.
Some of us had personal
Where
Ain't
you
none
in
of
her
relationships.
y'all met
DMs,
this
Wack?
bitch.
Fuck
None of
her.
y'all met this bitch.
Hey, Wack, were you in her
Ain't
DMs? Yes
none
or
of
no?
y'all over there picking the maggots, so fuck that bitch.
see,
Was you
that
in her
is
Now,
DMs? Yes or
weird.
no?
like
That is
that.
weird. Like, that's not
Can he
normal.
answer the question?
Bringing stuff like
Long
You
that
know
is
she
y'all
not
want to
shot. You know
normal.
she
That
drag
is
me,
shot
not
I'ma
him down
drag
in
him
normal.
back.
Chicago. You know she shot that
Hey,
nigga
That's
down. You
not
heard?
oh.
You know
I
he
don't
was in
even
the
know the
DMs. She
bitch.
shot him down.
She turned this nigga down. That's why you
I
mad.
don't
Of
know
course
that
she
bitch.
turned him down. Of course she
don't
did.
actually
Be too long-winded here. Hit the link description. Join the Patreon. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm dropping heat on there. About to update it again soon. But you know, you got this whole situation. I don't really want to talk. I'm not going to talk about the situation, but you got the situation where the woman went to Tanzania and you know, whatever, right? And I'll just leave it at that. But somehow, you know, this whole situation has been declared, you know, blame black men. You know what I'm saying? Like blame black men, blame black men, blame. And I'm like, how we get blamed? You know, I've seen, you know, a couple stories of her, you know, saying that it's better on the, you know, on the white side, or you know, and she had, you know, social media. She was an influencer. She had comments, kind of, you know, talking to dissing black men, and you know, and they saying, well, you know, black men, you know, lack empathy, or they get mad for black men saying that they don't care about what happened to her. You know, but I mean, how are we to blame? I'll tell you a story. I was talking to this chick at one point, and you know, and she didn't disclose some. I'll keep it very, very discreet. She didn't disclose some information to me. And I'm like, I still ain't taking a bad stride, but but she felt guilty. And then she turned around, hopped on social media and blamed me and she was black, because I didn't want to deal with you no more after what you said. And it was my fault. And once you kind of understand it's blame black men, and it goes deeper than that. You know, a lot of dudes who was raised by, black women in the community, they blame you for not having a man. They blame you for the stretch marks on their body. They blame you for things not going right in your life right. So they've been blaming black men. The black men been shamed in the black community, and now you starting to see them getting shamed out the black community. Y'all be thinking the accountability is just as far as fathers or a grandfather, but they shame black men. They blame their black children, because the women too, they blame them out the black community. But this can't be our fault. This can't be our fault. She made her decision. Now black men were better, and this, that, and the third. She wouldn't have to do this and do that. And at the end of the day, if that's the argument and the hill that you want to lie on down, so be it. But they expect us to compromise and deal with women within the community that that don't respect us, who don't like us, don't love us, and they expected to. They can divest, but we can't. And I remember I was talking to a girl some years ago, and she told me that I don't have a problem seeing black women date white guys, but I have an issue with black men dating white women. And these are the delusional double standards that they live by. And I heard a couple brothers, and this would kind of pique my interest to talk about this video. Kevin Samuels passed away, and they celebrated it. And we said I didn't like him, but Kevin Samuels was just trying to help the community. And that should be a vision to the black men that's doing these panels. If it's just not for monetary gain and you really trying to help the community, you can't help it. You can't help it. They don't want to be helped. One thing I say it all the time, black women love the situation that they in. They have no issue with being at the bottom of the marriage. And I mean them as a collective. They have no issue with with not be, with how they treat it. They don't have any issue with, they don't want they like the black community, the matriarchy or the granocracy of the black community. They like it the way it is. And the women who don't like it the way it is, they either date out or they get with the productive black men and they build with them. That's it. And they celebrated a black man's death. Right. And there was a lot of these hating ass, suck ass ninjas who was hating on him when he left. They act like they was cool. I like this message. They were jealous of him, attacked him. But for the most part, y'all celebrated a man's death. We not celebrating this young lady's death. We just saying we don't get two dams in a what? Because we don't. She made a decision in life to do that. Why do we need to get the fofo or get the gauge? Or we need to get the pitchforks and put fire and look for this brass? She made her decision. Because, and this is a projection, when black women date out, they like to tell us how much is better, the pasta and lobster is better with Brad. And that's cool. They're better than us. They're superior than us. Okay, cool. But when we date out, it's not divesting. It's not swirling. It's not none of that. We just, we dating, we doing our thing, but we're not in y'all face saying, oh, Becky is better than the black women or Becky is better than Q. We ain't saying that. We're not saying that. We too busy or those guys are too busy, and whoever it may be, because let me say this as a side note, whoever it may be that you date. I remember Kendrick Lamar was a lady. She was the leader of some black female foundation, and she was saying, well, Kendrick Lamar wife, but she was his fiance or girlfriend at the time, she's light-skinned, so he really not pro-black. And colorism amongst black women is another deadly thing. So think about it in the time. It's really, as a black man, you can't really win with them. This is why guys just exercise their options and don't care. If you stay, you need to be the masculine man that you are. They want to emasculate you and tear you down and take your power down. Or if you date within your ethnic race, or she's light skinned, or she's too dark, or she's too thin, or she's too this and she's too, they're gonna find a way to attack you. They're gonna find a way to attack attack the woman that you with. And it's not our fight, because it's a brother, a track star who his black girlfriend just sent him to the upper room. And it's the saying where they shame the brothers for dating out, and they say, well, she's going to do this to you. She's going to do that. But I mean, any woman can do that to you. Any woman can set you up to the upper. We heard multiple stories in the past year. The guy down there in Birmingham where the woman ran him over at his daughter's birthday party, sent him to the upper room. The track star who just passed away, his girls allegedly sent him to the upper room. Let's not forget the false allegations with the kid from the Kansas City Chiefs, Xavier Worthy. So anybody can be capable. It's the character of the person that you're dealing with. And so often we so enamored with the beauty of a woman or getting the box or the convenience of the box of the woman, we bypass or we wave the white flag on all the red flags that they saying. But I'm not mad at guys for feeling this type of way. Women celebrated when Kevin Samuels passed, and he was just trying to help y'all. The same smoke he had for the women, he had even more smoke for the guys. But the guys didn't make that viral. But, why should we, get amped up and go look for him and bash him and do this for him when she dissed us? Like, I just don't really understand from this standpoint of view. Why do some black women think we supposed to take disrespect and just be disrespected and still defend y'all? Them days is over with. Them days are over. Why should we take the disrespect? Y'all done ran almost everybody out the community, bro. Y'all done ran the productive black women out the community. Y'all done run the productive black men out the community. At the end of the day, what more do y'all want? What more do y'all want? So that it's not our battle. It's not our fight. What he did to her, I don't care, to be honest. I don't care. Because we not going to operate on a scale of disrespect, honestly. But hey, it is what it is. Link in the description. Join the Patreon. Peace.